Kubrat Pulev wants a rematch with Anthony Joshua. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Renee Box Young. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, sharing, showing your support, commenting in the videos, in the comment sections, tuning into the lives. I appreciate each and every one of you. Subscribers since day one. Man, on my heart, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Recent subscribers also, welcome to Renee Box Young. This is a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze the sport of boxing. That's all we do. We just love the sport, And I want to get right to this, man. Kubrat Pulev, and his team, they want a rematch, okay? And we're going to see why. Let's just get to the article, okay? You can see this here in, Boxing News 24/7. Link in the description, yada, yada, yada. Check it out, okay? It says here, Kubrat Pulev was battling COVID ahead of Joshua fight. Wants rematch. Okay, so Gotsev, you can check it out in the article. So he quotes this, okay? He says, it says here in the article, after being stopped in the 9th round, by Joshua, Pulev told WBA it's yada 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 ruler to remember me. Okay, so Pulev said, remember me. That's what we're getting to. So Gotsev says, Gotsev is a co-promoter, Pulev's co-promoter, all right, says this was Pulev's way of saying he will be back and that he wants to fight Joshua again when he has, quote unquote, a full tank, okay? A full tank, right. Okay, so we'll go down here and let's just continue here. It really is amazing Pulev engaged in such a big and important fight at a time, ladies and gentlemen, check this out, when he had been battling with coronavirus. I just want to stop there for a second. Now, why after fighting Anthony Joshua, Pulev and his team or what have you are revealing that Pulev was struggling and he was battling with coronavirus. From what I remember in the buildup of this fight, nothing was mentioned. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Lomachenko, man. Nothing was mentioned at all in the buildup of the Teofimo fight. And all of a sudden after the fight, oh no, my shoulder, I had some surgery and my shoulder was feeling bad. My shoulder was feeling bad. And then you just kind of think, why didn't you just postpone the fight then? And the buildup of the fight, if I'm not mistaken, Lomachenko and his team saying they were ready, they're ready to fight. And nothing at all, being out, being released in media, whatever, that, Lomachenko was bad in his shoulder. And then, the bribe judges or whatever he tried to allege and, CompuBox not accurate, etc., etc. Reminds me of Harrison, man, when he got, TKO'd, when he got smashed by Charlo in the rematch. What did he say about like 2 months after? Oh yeah, look at Charlo's bottle. He was cheating. He was drugging. Yeah, whatever, man, whatever. This reminds me of that, ladies and gentlemen. I just gotta speak my mind. I gotta be honest about this. I knew this was gonna be a walkthrough. I made a video, confirming that before the fight, before the Anthony Joshua and Pulev fight, I posted on Twitter, man. I said, Anthony Joshua is going to beat Pulev as he did Klitschko. Beautiful uppercuts Anthony Joshua was executing in the fight, man. And he just smashed Pulev, which is why in the buildup of the fight, I didn't even make a video about it because I knew it was going to be a walkthrough. I knew it wasn't really, it was a fight. Yeah, nice to see, but I knew Anthony Joshua was just going to come in and smash this guy, man. It is what it is. Even back in 2017 when I think they were scheduled to fight in 2017 or whatever, and I knew Anthony Joshua, whether it be 2017, whether it be whatever date it was, it were to be scheduled, I knew Anthony Joshua was going to go through Pulev, man. There are levels to this. It is what it is. So let's get back to the article. I just want to, speak my mind while we read this article. Nothing was, from what I remember, nothing was released in media or, Pulev's team wasn't saying anything along the lines of that, that he was diagnosed with COVID. What's going on? So, you go back to the article. We go back and we continue reading here, okay? So he says, Pulev should have pulled out of the fight, right? That's what they're asking him, right? So Gotsev says his fighter couldn't afford to do that as he feared he would never get a third date with AJ. Like it says here, the two initially set to back in 2017, they were supposed to fight. Okay, whatever. Okay, so he says, no, I'm going through with it. I'm going to fight AJ, and I know I might never get a third chance at this fight ever again. So, I mean, that's, according to them, the reason why they didn't, cop out of the fight. Okay, that's the reason why they didn't cop out of the fight. This stuff I personally think it's just Pulev. This is an excuse, okay? I don't buy this. I don't buy this. You think Anthony Joshua is going to go back and give Pulev a rematch after how he smashed him? I mean, there are legit reasons to why certain fighters should scream for a rematch or call for a rematch when it's a close fight, when a fighter has been robbed. We know that the sport of boxing is corrupt, ladies and gentlemen. We know that. I personally think that Jeff Horn and Pacquiao should have had a rematch. I think Pacquiao should have screamed rematch, man. The way that he lost and the way the fight was executed, and the way that Jeff Horn was fighting, just brutally dirty. And it was in Australia, the judges. I don't know, man. I just have a big question mark over my head in that fight. And Marinez versus Rolly. I don't know why Marinez, I don't know if he did, I don't recall, but Marinez and his team should have screamed a rematch. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that, Rolly didn't win that fight. So there are reasons, that a certain fighter should scream for a rematch. Pulev doesn't have a legitimate reason to scream for a rematch. On the buildup of the fight of Anthony Joshua and Pulev's team, and much less Pulev, I don't remember him saying that he had coronavirus, ladies and gentlemen. Do you? If you do, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember that, okay? If that's the case, well, that's his fault. I just think this is just another excuse, okay? I think this is another excuse of Pulev wanting to go and get the bag and try to... He got smashed. Even if Pulev has a quote-unquote full tank, he's still going to get smashed by Anthony Joshua. I'm sorry, okay? Yeah, anything can happen in a fight. Yeah, one punch can change everything. But yeah, we know that. But, just there are levels to this, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Joshua is a lot more skilled than Pulev. I mean, all the way around. And... I just had to bring this video out to say, when are these excuses going to stop? You know what I'm saying? Some people are just so stubborn and, arrogant or whatever you want to call it, big-headed, and just don't want to accept a loss. We see it time and time again in the sport, you know what I'm saying? We recently saw it with Lomachenko, Harrison, and, the list goes on and on, you know what I'm saying? So there are, like I said, there are some legitimate reasons to why a fighter wants a rematch. There are some legitimate... The sport's dirty, ladies and gentlemen. In those cases, I understand. Rematch, the other opponent who lost, rematch, I understand. In this case, Pulev, Lomachenko, I mean, just accept the loss and move on, man. I mean, Pulev coming out here saying that he had coronavirus. Please, ladies and gentlemen, confirm to me if him or his team were saying that in the buildup of the Anthony Joshua fight. No, I didn't hear anything, okay? So if we go back one more time, okay, I want to just show you one more time in the article here. Let's go to the first paragraph, okay? It says, Kubrat Pulev was beaten for just the second time in his career, blah, blah, yeah, we know that. Okay, so, but now it has been revealed. See, now it has been revealed. It wasn't revealed before the fight. That's what I'm talking about. How the Bulgarian had been battling symptoms, oh my gosh, man, of COVID-19 prior to the fight. This is just lame excuse, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Okay, so Gotsev, his co-promoter, made the revelation when speaking with Sky Sports. So, I mean, you see, man, come on, ladies and gentlemen. Fighters that come out and bring these lame excuses after a fight, after getting just smashed, I'm talking about after getting smashed, you know what I'm saying? And there's no, in the buildup of the fight, evidence of a fighter being sick or, I don't know, man. It's just, when are these excuses going to stop? You know what I'm saying? When are these excuses going to stop? I reiterate, there are some, like I said, the sport of boxing is corrupt. It's dirty. It's dirty. It's just sad but true, okay? I don't doubt, even in the Olympics, you go back historically speaking, in the Olympics, there have been certain Olympians, and I'm not even talking about boxing, I'm just talking about all sports in general. Sports in general, MLB, I mean, there have been players who have cheated. I mean, it's just a part of the game, I guess. It's sad, but it's true, and it's disgusting, and I detest it. Cheating, get the heck, cheaters, I don't like it. I just totally disapprove, because I'm a zealous fan of the sport of boxing, you know what I'm saying? And cheating is sometimes just people do it, you know what I'm saying? Some people do it, and I understand, that's what I'm trying to say here, that I understand certain fighters screaming for a rematch because they've been cheated. I mean, it happens. It happens, ladies and gentlemen. Whether the opponent has done some fishy things before the fight or whatever, or the judges, or, you know. But when it comes to, like, you know, when you clearly lost, fair and square, you lost and you got beat. That's it. That's it. You know, and in Pulev's case, coming out and saying these things, it just makes him look worse. Pulev, just move on, bro. No one's listening to you. And maybe you're saying, why are you making this video then? It's because excuses got to stop. That's kind of what I want to say here. You know, I think excuses got to stop with some fighters and move on, man. Accept your loss. You got smashed, Pulev. Move on, man. Move on. Maybe he's going to soon be retiring. Look at his age. I mean, but it is what it is, man. Renee Boxing, thanks so much. Comment, please, in the comment section. Like, subscribe, share. Any new listeners, check me out at Renee Boxing here, my platform. You know, open-minded, you know, platform. We talk the sport of boxing, definitely, man, in a neutral fashion. You know what I mean? So thank you so much for your support, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe out there. Peace out, fam.